Week 24, pretty good training week. Let's get to it. Hey, everybody. Week 24 really overall is pretty good training week. I did do my runs inside on the treadmill. It's kind of a bummer. But other than that, not too bad. Nothing to complain about. Let's get to the summary and then we'll get into some detail. So week 24 had a swim, 6,000 yard total. Bike, put 90.8 miles on the bike, and for the run, 18 miles even, for a total active work time of 9 hours and 59 minutes. So you add the prep and the cleanup and all that, we're talking about a 15-hour, 20-hour, 15-hour anyways kind of work. It was like a part-time job, and it's going to get worse before it gets better as we start logging more miles. So okay, so conditions. Due to the kind of sketchy weather, we kicked off the week with my Sunday run, recovery run on the treadmill. You know, it was actually not too bad. I kept it about 3 beats below my ceiling that I would normally run outside. And that really helped my hip flexors not get so tender, so worn out. Again, I think it's that that pulling action of the treadmill, as opposed to, you're on the run, you're pushing off. That treadmill, it's pulling you, so you're having to kind of lift off and not really push. And I just think that little extra stretch on the flexors are what caused that pain. So anyways, slowed down just a little bit. 3 beats isn't too much, and it really helped. So that worked well. And then midweek, my swim and bike, due to the New Year's on Tuesday, the pool was closed early on, so I'd switched them up, but nothing to write home about on those workouts. They were, midweek on the trainer, and the swim was 3,200 yards, something like that swim. My long run, Thursday long run, the weather, it was chilly, not raining, but pretty damp, and the wind was blowing. And I just didn't, I had that issue the other day with my breathing and did not want to repeat that. So I decided just to do my 10-mile run on the treadmill. And hour and a half on the treadmill is plenty long. But again, I kept it 3 to 5 beats below ceiling the whole way through until the very end, and it kind of kicked up to ceiling. But again, it really helped my hip flexors and no issues. So, as I guess it went as well as it could on a treadmill. Then on my long bike, Saturday long bike was actually a great ride, 65-mile bike, really pretty day. Sun was out. It was chilly to start, but warmed up really. By the turnaround, I took my windbreaker off and neck warmer off, and it was a great ride. The wind out of the south, 5 to 8 miles an hour, but totally manageable. So really a good ride to finish out the week. Injury update. I mentioned the other day that my right foot plantar, I felt it in one of my runs and kind of tingled a little bit. How that I think it's like a micro tear in that tissue that maybe causes that feeling. But ever since, I've rolled it out with the golf ball and stretched, and it helps. But I did feel it a little bit on my runs, just a little tight. So, I'm continue to roll it out with the ball. Might be taking a trip to Dr. Evans before long. We'll see. We'll just kind of keep an eye on it. I'm really going to try, if I can manage it, I'm going to push it and just try to do one session between now and race day so that I don't have to do it twice. We'll see. Okay, so summary. other than the little bit of cold weather and wind that pushed me indoors, it was a good workout, good work week. Pretty happy with the mileage, with the effort. So looking forward to week 25. Okay, stick with us. See you next week.